Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lady Arcaders. We, of course, are an all-women's gaming collective, and we accept one and all ladies that wish to come by and say hello. We do weekly showcases on our Twitch channel. I would hope you knew if you were stopping by, but if you didn't, now you do. And we even do some larger charity events throughout the year, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And of course, today we are going to be playing a little Banjo-Kazooie. Admittedly, it's a little hard to read my blurb right now because I have the constant, ever-present noise of Banjo and Kazooie playing the Game Boy in my ears right now, and is absolutely disrupting my headspace right now. So let's jump on over there and see if we can get that to end.
Hi everybody, welcome to Banjo-Kazooie Christmas Present, brought to you in part by me. This is the Xbox version, which still has a Game Boy in it, despite it being a Nintendo product, which is funny. So this is Christmas Present. The way this is going to work is we are going to get to Freezeezy Peak as fast as possible, then 100% the level, if you will. So that is a thing. So without any further ado, because apparently this is driving people insane, a 3,
Little bit.
2, 1, begin. Oh, crap. I hit the wrong button. My bad. We're good. Alright. Now you
glorious.
might be wondering why we're doing the Xbox version, and that's why. You can skip cutscenes in the Xbox version instead of watching a 3-minute cutscene that is unskippable on Switch and Nintendo 64. So that's a thing. So here we're being introduced to Bottles the Mole. He gives us moves. We can either choose to do a tutorial or just grab all the moves. We're gonna skip the tutorial and just head on into Gruntilda's lair. Fun fact, all the characters are voiced by Grant Kirkhope, the game's composer. Of course, he is known for GoldenEye, Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, and as of most recently, the Mario Rabbids games. Yes, that is his music in that game. Fun fact, I actually met him 7 years ago, and funny story about that, my introduction to him meeting him, was him signing someone's ass. Yes, that is correct. That happened. Quite interesting, but he is a fantastic fellow. He also has a song about eggnog, which is also fantastic. So if you're a fan of eggnog, I suggest searching that out, because it's enjoyable. So right now we're heading up to Spiral Mountain, which is the end of sort of the hub world, and of course Bottles is going to be like, time to go in, and it's like, okay. I know. Now, we won't just be 100%ing just Freezeezy Peaks. We're actually going to be 100%ing Mumbo's Mountain, because it is the fastest level in the game, and we need a total of 29 we'll be getting 29 notes, but we need, trying to think off the top of my head, 9, 8, 2... 5, and 1 to get into the worlds we need to get into. So we're going to get 10 in Mumbo's Mountain, 5 in Treasure Trove Cove. I initially was getting 10 and 10 in both of them. We are going for 100 notes in Treasure Trove Cove as well as Mumbo's Mountain. And then we're going to skip Clanker's Cavern and go straight into, is it Bubble Glub Swamp? I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but that's the one we're going for to get 60 notes, and then we head into Freezeezy Peaks. In Freezeezy Peaks, we will actually have to leave and head to Golby Valley to grab something, because we need it to be able to complete Freezeezy Peaks. That's all we'll be doing, though, inside Golby Valley, is grabbing the thing that we need and then continuing on the way. And here we go into Mumbo's Mountain. And of course, Bottles is going to tell us a bunch of stuff. We are first going to head there. We are going to ignore our fine Jinjo friend. There are 5 Jinjos per level to collect. This is sort of the beginning of the Super Collectathon game. Of course, the worst being Donkey Kong 64, which Grant Kirkhope is also known for, and was the voice of Donkey Kong from 1999 to 2005, believe it or not. So that is what we are doing here. I'm going to grab... Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to grab this first. Come on, Bottles. Wake up. So again, teaching us the most valuable thing in this game in terms of speed, the Talent Rod. It is our fastest method of moving, and allows us to go up slopes, which is nice. Banjo is kind of useless, honestly, because he doesn't actually get any moves. It's all about Kazooie. Banjo's just kind of the thing that has Kazooie on his back, and Kazooie does all the work. Of course, if you've ever seen the intro, Banjo's kind of lazy, and Kazooie's like, hey, there's a commotion, you should probably go check that out. Because the story of this game is that Gruntilda has a magic pot, and it's like, who's the fairest person of them all? And it's like, it's Tootie, and who is Banjo's sister, so she kidnaps Tootie, and if you get a game over, she basically steals Tootie's beauty and becomes super hot, and Tootie becomes a giant trollish green monster for some reason. Gruntilda still keeps her green skin, so it's weird that Tootie gets green skin in replacement, so that's the thing. So now we're getting our next move, which is sort of the ground pound. I believe it's called the Beak Buster. Again, we need these for the next part that I'm going to... I'm not going to do too much over here in Mumbo's area, because this is going to be the last spot we go to. So that's a thing. We'll come back to this spot as we head down here first. Again, because we have Talent Rot, we're not gonna, like, slope all over the place. Again, 100 notes and 10 jiggies per level. Can kind of take a while, but this one's relatively short, for the most part. As we keep going. Eventually we're gonna go over to Congo and mess with Congo, because Congo has a total of 3 jiggies for us for whatever reason. So we have to go bully him, I guess. Because that's technically what we do, even though he's a massive bully to the chimp. And kind of deserves it. But if you didn't know that, you'd be like, why are you bullying this poor gorilla? And it's like, because he's bullying other people. So now we have the first of 5 Jinjos. We're gonna grab the second one here. We're not going to grab the underwater jiggies yet. I'm gonna wait till we transform into a termite. So here we go. The first of... Oh, didn't do it. Sometimes the timing can be a bit off for where he's aiming. And then here we go. Turns. There we go. Fun fact, when it came to the development of this game, it wasn't originally going to be a bear and a bird. It was going to be a human. Oh wait, I didn't grab the thing. Darn it. No, I should have grabbed the orange, and I forgot to, because I was like, I have everything I need, right? No. Come on, where's the orange grabbing? Here we go. There we go. And again, I'm not grabbing that jiggy yet. I actually finished that in the wrong spot, because where I'm going, there would be 2 right next to each other. This one's kind of unavoidable to grab before the other 2, because it's going to be right in the center of the log. So there we go, picking up, and then we're going to get the egg ability. Whoops. Fell down! Fantastic. There we go. Except for I did that. Alright, here we go. We're gonna get the egg ability. The reason we go and grab the air buster, by the way, as I try to remember what button to hit to get him to go, because it's one specific button instead of any button on top of the molehill, is because we're going to unlock a world jiggy, which requires it over here. So that's why we do that. So here we go. He explains everything. He explains how to use it. There are two methods. She can either shoot them out of her mouth or do the proper thing that birds do when it comes to laying eggs. However, we will not use that for a bit. So, in original Banjo-Kazooie, you would use one of the C buttons, but in this, we actually use real buttons. It is Y to be able to shoot that. So every time you hit Congo, he throws oranges. Come on. There we go. Also, for some reason, he sounds like a donkey when you finally murder him. I don't know why. I mean, we technically haven't murdered him because he's still there, but it's like, why did you sound like a donkey when you kicked the bucket there? Or dropped what we needed. So here we go. And this is what I was talking about, so we ground pound that. And ta-da. There are 10 of these switches in the game, so we jump right into that. If I had have done that correctly, there'd be another one right there. Doesn't really matter because I still have to come this way. And then, ta-da. He always does that dance every time he grabs one, unless he's transformed. If he's transformed, which we will be doing shortly, it's generally fine. But we need 5 tokens to transform in the first level, and the next level we have to transform, which will be Freezeezy Peaks. We need a total of 20. So I'll be looking for the Mumbo Skulls throughout the other levels, because luckily, other levels that you don't transform in still have the skulls. And here we've picked up Jinjo number 3, or number 4 actually, my bad. And we'll go pick up the last one before we transform. Again, slowly getting through, making sure I'm grabbing all of them. Very, very important. And we're gonna stop into Termiteville real quick. By the way, these aren't ants, they're apparently termites. Haha. We go inside. And jump up. Also, we're being called ugly because we're a bear. It's funny because most of the other animals will kind of be afraid of you and talk crap about you, unless you have the things like transforming into that animal. The termites are still jerks, as we will see soon, as I grab the notes. Notes unlock the doors throughout. Their notes are kind of like stars in a way because they unlock doors to get to new areas, but also the puzzle pieces unlock worlds. So it's kind of like, double whammy, I suppose. Also, you have to wait for the Jinjo animation before he does his little, I've got it. Also, I want to point out that Kazooie is eating these things. Of course, a 1-up, because why not? Also, everything talks to you the first time you grab them, whether it be HP, lives, jiggies, notes, so it's kind of adorable. There we go. Also, the Xbox gets rid of some of the inside British jokes throughout the series. I don't know if anybody knows this, but there's a lot of adult jokes. Come on. Oh, come on. Okay. Nope, too soon. Now, there we go, finally. So you need to kill the statue in order for that to happen. The beehive will talk to you as well and be like, please stay away from me. And then when it gets bees eventually, it's like, ha ha ha, now you're gonna have a harder time. And it's like, okay. So now we have 9 out of 10. As we go behind here to grab the things, and as you can see, we have enough of the things, and we need 12 more notes to complete the level. Luckily, I know where the last 6 are. There are 6 inside the termite hill, and then there's going to be the 6 underwater. Luckily, the termite is pretty fast and you don't have to swim, so that's why I wait till I'm in termite mode, since we need termite mode to also grab the world jiggy that I unlocked. So we go termite mode and get the things. So here we are, termite mode. We are now tiny termite.
How's the feel being termite? 1 to 10. Give me a rating.
Sorry, what was the question?
Yeah, I just want a number rating on how it feels to be a termite right now.
Oh, it feels like a 7, because I can now jump super high and grab the last jiggy of the level right now. Also, as
That
you
does
can
sound very
see, the
great.
other termites are saying, "Give me your shorts. I want your shorts." So instead of the Bart Simpson "eat my shorts," it's "give me your shorts. I want to wear them," even though we're like half the size of the termites. So it's like, no, they're not gonna fit you.
It sure was a game made in Britain. Actually, who's your favorite character? Whole game.
My favorite character whole game, that's a good question. Probably the Hand in Mad Monster Mansion.
It's a pretty solid pick. I've always been Team Kazooie, but that's not a bad one.
I mean, Kazooie is great. Also, I am doing terrible with these jumps. Oh, come on, really? Oh my god.
Oh, I can hear Bennett Foddy rolling around laughing from here.
And, so that happened. One thing, again, there's a lot of, like, British dirty jokes in the game. Apparently the Xbox version removes some of that. There is more of that in Tooie than there are in, Kazooie, so that is a thing. And it's a lot
Testing
of
waters
stuff.
for Tonka's Bad Fur Day, I see.
Yes, which wasn't actually supposed to be a rated M title and was supposed to be a cutesy-wootsy title, and then eventually got changed to Raunchiest of Raunch. So there we go. So in the levels, while this song is playing, Banjo does a dance. That doesn't happen when he's transformed. This is the only time we won't see the dance. And yes, somehow a termite can breathe underwater, don't ask me how, because also when Banjo goes underwater there's an air meter, but when you're a termite, nope, we're fine. So here we go.
Also, we're getting some calls to hear about the category again.
Okay, so this category is a category I invented 2 days ago when Crime asked me to do this. What we are doing is we are getting to Freezeezy Peak as fast as possible. Then when we are in Freezeezy Peak, we 100% Freezeezy Peak. When we are done 100%ing Freezeezy Peak, the run ends. So there we go. So, I also came up with Halloween percent while doing this run. Also, the nice thing about Bottles here is every time he talks to you, he full heals you. Doesn't matter how injured you are, he's always like, your health is low. And here you go, you get topped up, which is nice, because that means I don't have to break that over there. Of course, we have 50 notes, the next door is going to be 180, and then the next door is going to be 260, which is nice. So Halloween percent is the exact same thing as this, only instead of Freezeezy Peaks, Mad Monster Mansion. Mad Monster Mansion is a bit further in the game, so there is more to do. And that's Gruntilda's sister, Brentilda, and we don't ever want to talk to her because she's slow and lame. Also, it should be noted that Bottles is really slow with telling you how to put all the pieces in, and we have to wait for the next level puzzle to do that. The answer is you want to hit right trigger, but the game does not allow that to happen until that point, so it's like, oh, alright then, couldn't just let me have my fun. No. So here we go. Also, I'm not sure why I'm not talon trotting through. So we've unlocked Treasure Trove Cove. Jumping around. Oh god. Almost messed that up. There we go. Not quite as clean as I wanted it, but that's fine. So here we go. Treasure.
Also, quick shout out to our raid here. Thank you, P. Cole, for the raid. Really appreciate it. If you also would like to come and host, feel free. Go right ahead. Anyone else?
Yes, let's have a party up in here. So again, what we're doing here is we're going to claim 5 jiggies in total, not all 10, and we are going to still get all 100 notes, because I do need the 200, so that way the third level we're going to, we've got this, because it's going to be 60 jiggies in level 3, and that's it. Or not 60 jiggies, 60 notes. I'm always going to get the two confused. So that's a thing. So right now, 100 notes plus 5 jiggies, and then we're on our way. The reason we need that much is because Freezeezy Peaks takes 8, the Swamp takes 5, first level takes 1, second level takes 2, and then we have to go into Golby Valley for just a quick second, which is 9. So that is why we are going to do that. For anyone curious on why we have to do what we're doing. So here we go, Talon trot up. We are not going to grab these notes in completion. I didn't mean to do that, but okay, whatever, game. I wanted to get the other half first and throw them both at once, but I guess he was just a little too close for me, which is fine. And then we have Mumbo Skull. We want to grab that because, again, I need 20 in total. Grab the things. We are now 11% of the way through all the jiggies. And then here we go. Hey, what's going on here? Sometimes swimming can be a bit finicky, so I take it a little slow sometimes. More control when you go slow, of course. Of course, Banjo-Kazooie hasn't seen anything new as of late. Supposedly, everyone's hoping that Microsoft leaks something tonight, supposedly. But I doubt it. The last thing Banjo was in Smash Brothers, which was interesting. And of course, there is the Switch port / emulator version. So we're gonna grab the feathers. I'm gonna run down here real quick. Here we go. And talk to Bottles. Bottles gonna give us the flying ability. There are 2 abilities we grab in this level. The only ability we don't grab... Actually, I was about to tell a lie because we grab the thing in every stage. Because we need the boots from the swamp in order to get things. AKA live through some... Darn it. Also, here's Chomper. Being Chomper, I kind of messed up. Didn't do the thing right. It's fine.
It's okay, we got to see Chomper. This is an overall benefit.
I mean, we were gonna see Chomper anyway, but because I would have to jump down into the water to get the thing, or to move on, but still. So, where's the thing? Okay, there we go. We made it. Treasure chest is like, you're never gonna grab this. And we just grab it. And then Gruntilla's gonna comment. And she is not happy. So here's Chomper again, as we need to run over here, grab the thing. And then I'm going to go... Uh-oh, he's gonna eat me. Or take a bite out of crime. So that's a thing. Because technically...
Thank you for feeding Chomper, I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. And then I'm going to go into here because there is some notes. Of course, I have to watch out because I'm going to hit the teeth. Luckily, we still have that other bottle spot for the other bottle ability. And then we go over here. And get ready to jump. Here we go. And I'm going to continue to go to the top. I'm not going to activate the spot, however. I just want this as a... Oh, crap. I didn't want to do that, but that's fine. I'll just do a crash land here. And by crash land, I mean that. I mean, technically it's crash land because we ended up getting hurt through that. Excuse me, but could you grab notes? Thank you. There we go. This chest is important for one reason. There's going to be 2 Mumbo Skulls, as we can see. Sometimes the camera's going to be nice and be like, oh, check this out. And then you're like, oh. Alright, and then we're going to continue to run up the stairs. Ladders. I don't know. And then we're going to go in here, because there is a jiggy right there. Again, I try to go for the fastest jiggies we have. So we're about 3/5 of the way through, 60% through it. Again, gotta make sure I'm going the right spots. Because I don't want to go for the slow stuff. There we go. Every time you beak bust the crabs, by the way, they give you 2 of them. So there's what I mean by everything talks to you the first time you grab them. continue. There's our boy Chomper, Nipper, who we're going to hit. And we need to go over to the trees, but before we go over to the trees, we're gonna grab these, and we're also going to lay eggs in a bucket for some reason, and somehow that patches a hole. Do not try this at home. Throwing eggs into a bucket will not patch your holes, so don't try that at home. There we go. Oh no. Come on. And then I gotta jump into the trees here, like so. There we go. Fantastic. And then we're jumping up here. This is where we get the newest ability, which we will need for the next couple of notes. So, again, Bottles and Kazooie have banter back and forth a lot of the time. Of course, Bottles dies in the second game, spoilers, for a game made in 2000. Also, a very weird thing happens. So, I don't know who knows this, but Donkey Kong 64 requires the expansion pack on the Nintendo 64 because of a bug that they couldn't fix. Banjo-Tooie has no benefit using the expansion pack. So while Donkey Kong 64 requires it, it is not needed for Banjo-Tooie, so you can still use the jumper pack, funnily enough. Very few games actually take, what's the word advantage, that's what I wanted to say, of the expansion pack. Star Wars Rogue Squadron does, it improves graphics. Donkey Kong 64 needs it to play, Majora's Mask needs it to play, not GoldenEye, 007 The World Is Not Enough needs it to play, and there's another game that I can't remember that'll do something with it. So here we have Nipper. He's like, I'ma snip you. And it's like, no. Also, sometimes that crab shows up and it can kind of throw ourselves off, because it's like, both of them can like hit you, and then it's like, oh no. Alright, here we go. Death to Nipper here. Because guess what? He's not inside here. There are just two random crabs inside here. So again, we've got some notes to grab. Very good. Excellent.
Now I have to ask, what's your favorite expansion pack game?
That's a good question. Majora's Mask is great. I played a ton of Donkey Kong 64. Rogue Squadron's another game that I played a lot of. So it would be a toss-up between those. Okay, come on. Those three. The World Is Not Enough is actually a really bad game. I don't know what happened, but that's when EA took over the 007 license, and they made a bad game. Like,
Actually, I'm also super curious. What's the Donkey Kong 64 hot take? Yay or nay?
Yay or nay on what exactly?
Donkey Kong 64.
Just in general?
Yeah. Divisive one.
I mean, I love that game, but I understand why people don't like it, which is that it is collectathon hell. Because it legitimately is. Like I said, it's the game that killed the collectathon by having way too much stuff. They did dial it back for Banjo-Tooie, luckily. But even Banjo-Tooie has a lot of collecting stuff. But the fact that they force you to play the original Donkey Kong in order to fight the final boss is kind of lame. I am not a fan of Donkey Kong 1981. I will say that. And I would always have to have someone beat it for me so that I could continue, because I could not.
Oh, who beat it for you?
One of my babysitters back in the day. She was really good at it. My mom used to be a pretty big gamer, but once 3D games came into existence, she couldn't handle it anymore. Because she used to be a really big DKC fan. back in the day. I don't know if she ever played DKC 3. She claims she played DKC 2, though that game never existed in my house. So I'm like, what do you mean you played DKC 2? That game never existed in this house. DKC 1, absolutely, because I got it for Christmas in 1994. So that's a thing. Oh my god, I fell off again. I keep falling off.
Does she have any hot takes about the returns and Tropical Freeze?
She never played them. She's not touched video games since the N64.
That's unfortunate.
Yes. So that's a thing. Yeah, she's never played it. I think she talked once about getting a Switch for Animal Crossing. I don't think she's ever gotten a Switch for Animal Crossing. I also don't think she's ever played an Animal Crossing game before. I don't think that game required an N64 expansion pack either. For those that don't know, the original Animal Crossing was actually an N64 title in Japan before it came out on the GameCube in the West. It did come out on the GameCube twice, as a matter of fact, on the GameCube, because they added a bunch of features that were in the North American release, because the North American release added a bunch of extra stuff. I realize that this game never came out on the GameCube, so I don't know why I'm bringing up random GameCube facts. But random GameCube facts. Again, here's another one of the world pieces, which I will be grabbing as well. And then we're going to hit this. Of course, Rare was bought by Microsoft because the founders wanted to sell. Nintendo owned 49% of the shares. For some reason, they didn't pick up the extra 2 and just let Rare go. Of course, Rare's games were kind of on the decline. I didn't realize I was picking up 6. That's fine. So where are my last 3 jiggies not jiggies, notes, out of curiosity? It doesn't really matter, I can kind of pick up others. Is that going to one more time and we're good? So there's the honeycomb saying, hey, leave me alone. And we're like, sure, because we're here. I need to grab a couple Mumbo Skulls, because I didn't grab them earlier. Because originally, before Rare was bought by Microsoft, there was going to be like a Donkey Kong racing game. Of course, there was Dinosaur Planet, which is what Star Fox Adventures eventually came to be. Somebody actually found the game and finished it and released it, which was interesting. There was also, there were a ton of plants. So the reason I died there, by the way, is so that I can instantly get back to that. There will be a couple of spots that I end up dying in. Though I picked up an extra jiggy in the world because I wasn't paying close enough attention, and I must have grabbed something a little earlier that I wasn't aware of. Come on, jump up. There you go. So, again, it's not necessarily a bad thing that I picked up an extra. And then, so when Microsoft bought them, their games were still kind of bad. There was Grabbed by the Ghoulies, the Conquer remake, which censored the Great Mighty Pooh song, among many other things. A lot of fans were upset about that. However, with Rare Replay, which was the 30th anniversary of Rare, they included the N64 version. And when they did backwards compatibility, they never threw in the original Xbox version. The original Xbox version looks better. Oh crap, I need to actually go back downstairs, because I need to unlock the level. Might be useful if we unlock the level, don't you know? So we're going to go up here. Kazooie, stop. Thank you. And so you get the original version of Conker's Bad Fur Day, you get the arcade version of Killer Instinct 2, that version being called Killer Instinct Gold. Am I not hitting the switch? There we go. It's like, can you hit the switch? Thanks. So we're gonna jump across here. Again, this is where we would get Clanker's Cavern, but we don't need Clanker's Cavern here. You can also get a lot of their old games, like Saberwolf and stuff like that. And then, of course, Jet Force Gemini is there. Like, a lot of the stuff that people remember Rare for like Jet Force Gemini and all the N64 games. The only games that aren't there, of course, are the DKC games. It's been rumored for years that they were going to put Rare Replay on the Nintendo Switch, and that version would include the DKCs, DK64, and all that jazz. That has still not happened, and may never happen. So here we go, we unlock that. By the way, if you get close to Brentilda here, she'll talk to you, so that's why I make that somewhat risky jump.
So I gotta know, I've heard some people come out in recent times in support of Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. How do you feel about this?
I've never played it, so I don't have an opinion.
That is fair enough. Do you have any desire to play at all?
Not particularly. I mean, it's probably not my thing. I'm not a huge car racing game person. I mean, I love my Mario Karts, but that's as far as I go with things like that. There we go. So I have 9, so I have 1 extra for Freezeezy Peak, which means I don't have to also worry about Golby's Valley here. Of course, I've never played the GBA game because, folks, believe it or not, Rare still did games for Nintendo after they were bought by Microsoft. They still did the Diddy Kong Racing DS port. They also still did a GBA game of Banjo. And if memory serves me correctly, they did the GBA ports of Donkey Kong Country. They also did Donkey Kong Land, which were the Game Boy Color ports of Donkey Kong Country. That's actually where Grant Kirkhope started for Rare, was doing the sounds for that game. And then eventually he moved on to the N64. He was actually never involved with any of the Super Nintendo games. Wait, what am I doing? I need to go do a level. Again.
Well, now I gotta know, what's your favorite version of DKC? GBA, GBC, or SNES?
I never played the GBA games, and I accidentally talked to Brentilda. DKC 3 was my favorite for a long time. DKC 2 has its advantages and a lot better levels, but I'd still go with DKC 3, which has an N64 in it, by the way. And whatnot, and also, I believe... No, DKC 2 is the one with the Geno thing in the background from Mario RPG. Oh god, please don't hit me. Oh no. There we go. So now we're walking here into the swamp to go get 66, since I missed them. So Bubble Glump Swamp is where we are going. We need the boots to be able to make it back from the Freezeezy Peak picture, which is why we grab them, otherwise we will die. And I think if you die in the overworld, it sends you all the way back to the beginning of the entrance to Gruntilda's lair, which is not exactly ideal. So here you see Bottles calling Kazooie a chicken, Banjo calls her a chicken, and quickly corrects himself. And it's just like, oh no. So here we go. Again, we're not after anything other than Mumbo Skull pieces and, of course, the notes. We need 66 notes, execute order 66, as they say. By the way, you can cancel the boots at any time by pressing X on the controller, and that way Banjo doesn't get super disappointed. We go up here for the Mumbo Skull and the notes, of course. Oh, that was a nice recovery where I landed on that thing. Except for they're gonna bite me again here in a second. That's not good. I'm gonna go back this way. Unfortunately, we're gonna get the bear. We've gotta fight the bear. And that'll happen every time you step on that, unless you win. But we don't want to waste time doing that. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. We survived. Of course, we have our friendly tortoise friend here, who we're going to injure but he's thankful that we're injuring him because now his feet are nice and warm. Very strange thing to do. So there we go. Of course,
So I gotta know,
Oh,
if you're a big fan of DKC, have you checked out Ukulele and the Impossible Lair yet?
I have not checked out anything ukulele related, actually. I know, shame.
Ooh.
Though the first,
Yeah, a little bit.
the first game is more banjo inspired, whereas the second one is definitely more DKC inspired, and I've heard that it's better than the first one because, again, I guess people aren't fans of the collectathon anymore, and it plays more like a Donkey Kong Country, which is fair. So that is a thing. Of course, those games being developed by former Rare employees, most Rare employees are gone, with the exception of, I think, Robin Beanland from the original team. Of course, Robin did quite a few games. David Wise, of course, doing the DKCs. Grant Kirkhope, again, doing a lot of 3D games. So that is a thing. Also, a nice thing about the Xbox version, by the way, is the fact that notes don't respawn and you have to recollect them all again. In the N64 version, as well as the Switch port of it, when you die, all the notes respawn and you have to collect them all again and try to, quote-unquote, beat your score. It is the most annoying thing ever. Kazooie, can you jump in there, please? Also, when you get hit, you get knocked out of power-ups, so these frogs need to, Omaiwa Moshinderu themselves, so that I don't have to deal with them. There we go. For anyone that's a fan of, Fist of the North Star memes there. There we go. Alright, we gotta run as fast as we can to collect these 5. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We might get bit here. That is fine. Again, we don't have to collect anything, so that's nice in terms of jiggies, so we can let the egg live. The egg can live. I can offer you an egg in these trying times, chat.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Stealing all your eggs, by the way, chat. No one else is getting eggs, just me. Sorry.
So now we have 9 out of 20. So there we go. Keep running. Again, we can go back up here. Again, to get a lot of things in the level, you have to be a crocodile because it makes it easier. This is another level where it makes you have to come back to it as well. So that's a thing. Also, they go, he's back, and they, once again, try to eat you or beat you, or whatever it is that they do. So I'm gonna try that one more time. Again, being low health is kind of nice, because again, it's another one of those, we're going to, reset ourselves at the beginning of the level. That's not what I wanted to do, Banjo. Banjo, why? So...
Well, technically it was Kazooie that ran you off, so maybe Kazooie's worth the admonishment today.
Perhaps. Although, to be fair, it is Banjo that lands and, goes ow before Kazooie does. Kazooie never says ow. Although...
You know what? That's fair. I'll take the excuse to admonish Banjo instead.
Alright, here we go with number 11. Oh wait, that was number 10. I was about to lie and say that's number 11. That is not number 11. Alright, 47. 19 more. Also, this game features a better camera than Mario 64, but it is a camera from early 3D games, so they are still kind of jank. If anybody remembers the jank of the Nintendo 64, which was originally going to be called the Ultra 64. Fun fact, if you find a copy of Cruisin' USA on the arcade version, still calls it the Ultra 64. Also, Killer Instinct still calls it the Ultra 64. So that is fun. Of course, Killer Instinct Gold is a vastly inferior version. Come on, let me... There we go. Nope. Just trying to get on the back to grab that, but that's fine. I'll just take the long way. You can't stop.
So are you a Killer Instinct fan?
I am a fighting game in general fan, but yes, I
Oh, fun.
I have played all 3 of them. and they are all delightful.
Do you still play Killer Instinct 2013? I do.
Somewhat, yes, on occasion. I am a Fulgore main.
I see.
Yes.
You've chosen violence.
Yes. The robot with the nuclear core, let's go.
To be fair, it is really fun in that game. I'll be real, it's real tempting.
Also, Cruising USA on the N64 is absolutely terrible. The frame rate is... ugh. Alright, we have enough. So now we can just let the friendly neighborhood, whatchamacallits, piranhas eat us, and then we leave. Of course, us being full health is very helpful because we need to get bitten again. It is faster to do this than it is to go grab the boots. And
Man, it is a feeding the fish stream.
Yes. The fish are hungry. And of course, the game gives us boots to go back through. So here we go, we've got 10. Feed the painting. Or puzzle painting thing. We've unlocked Freezeezy Peak. Which I always called Peaks for some reason. Because it just seems better, but whatever. It's fine. Woo! Here we go. So, the timer does not last that long. And here we go. It's gonna run out. Of course, we are going to collect all 100 notes inside Freezeezy Peak before leaving it, because we need 350 before we can go unlock Golby Valley, which is going to have the ability we need to be able to complete Freezeezy Peak. So, that is what we are going to do. But of course, for now, we enter Freezeezy Peak to grab the majority of jiggies in that level and whatnot. Of course, we also have to deal with some snowmen of doom and despair in order to get all the jiggies. And of course, we have to light the Christmas tree and grab some presents for some cubs. Unfortunately, lighting the Christmas tree and grabbing the presents won't be the last thing we do because it is very slow to do so in comparison to just getting them when I do get them, because of reasons that we will see as we head up here and turn. There's our entry. These guys now take 2 hits, by the way, to kill, which is rather unfortunate. Alright. Right.
We're here, finally, at last.
Indeed.
Music time.
Also, Grant Kirkhope, was it last year, I believe, remixed all the bunch of musics and released a vinyl of Banjo-Kazooie. I believe it's called Banjo-Kazooie Rejigged, I think, is the album title. It's very interesting. I don't know if he's just using real instruments for the whole thing. Also, there's the butthole snowmen who, you know, will stop us. Also, we have enemy ice cubes. When you break them, they split. Like so. Also, the water will harm us because it's too cold for Banjo, unfortunately. So, we're going to grab these notes. And then we're going to, oh wait, why did I come behind here? We can't activate the tree until we save the lights. So, here we go. Come on. There we go. Protect us from the Twinkie Munchers. They look like, some sort of lizard. And then it's gonna be the third one and the second one that show up at the same time. There we go. And then the third one will pop up, and then we murder the third one, second one's gonna pop up. Again, sometimes it's a little difficult. Banjo's attacks don't do anything to them. Like I said, Banjo's not really the star of the game. It's more Kazooie than anything. because Kazooie's the one with the attack, the faster movement speed, the faster everything, the better jumping, the ability to fly. What does Banjo have? Nothing. In the second game, they tried to make him more useful by having the split mechanic and whatnot, and I think he does get a bit more abilities. Okay, hopefully this is gonna... Again, it is rather difficult to deal with these gentlemen who want to eat lights for some reason. That doesn't seem very healthy. But who am I to judge?
Oh no, that's definitely going to be some health complications. They are 100% shredding their mouths. I would not advocate this on any other time.
Yes, and... Oh dear. So they're like, ha 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 ha, you failed. And then it's like, well, guess what? We're doing it again. And then it asks us to please try harder, and it's like, okay. There we go, we got one. Third one pops up. Second one's gonna pop up. First one's gonna pop up. Third one's gonna pop up. See, when you can get them in, like, a pattern, it's quite easy, but when you don't get them in a pattern, it's like, oh, crap. So yeah, we'll be able to definitely do it now, because we're halfway through, and we're only, you know, 5 away. 4 away.
Actually, I wonder, maybe the lore here is you're saving the chompers from themselves. Maybe this is some real heroism right here.
Maybe. Oh. Wait, did I kill it with a roll? Maybe I was wrong and Banjo's not so useless after all. I'm still doing the jumping though, because Kazooie's beak is easier to tell if I'm hitting them or not. 20 seconds. One more to go. We have done it. So now we just wait for this one. Whee! And then we have the on button. So now the lights are all on. Well, the tree, and then we're going to turn it on, and then we have 60 seconds to fly through the star 3 times, and then we can activate the magic. One more. There we go. And you'll find your reward if you activate it. So here we go. Gotta get our reward. I'm going to ignore the notes for now, because we don't got time for notes. We gotta get this tree lit up in about 40 seconds. The reason I'm not using the ability yet, by the way, is because I find it hard to do the flying fast move and go through the star properly. So I usually wait till after the fact. There we go. Glass breaks. Jiggy is ours. And then, of course, we do the crash landing. Unless, can I actually go into the tree? Can I fly into the tree? No. Game is just like, no, you cannot fly into the tree. You cannot pass go. Do not collect $200. Alright. So, grab the present first. We now have 1 out of 3. By the way, if you die in the level and haven't done the presents thing, by the way, the presents all go back to the spot where you find them. So that is something to keep in mind. There we go, and now we can climb to the top, although I am also going to restock on feathers because we're going to need them. You can only have up to 50 feathers unless you do the cheats, which in case it goes up to 100. But I am not doing the cheats because that would mean going back to Treasure Trove Cove and wasting the time. There we go.
I love how the impetus for not cheating is that it takes too long and not that it would be more efficient.
Correct. And then go down. I actually didn't mean to take damage. I was trying to beak bust all the way down. Because if you just go down the hole, he doesn't take any damage. Which is nice. I am going to break the beehive so that I can get some health, because these guys can be a wee bit of a pain. Also, for some reason, Kazooie has more control on snow, which you wouldn't think would be the case because bears actually exist in snow. I don't know what kind of bird Kazooie is, but it seems like it's a bird that goes to the tropics in wintertime. So here we go. Your health is low. Oh, right, I could have just gone to bottles, too. I don't know what I was thinking. Again, see? He's very slippery, and it's like, why are you so slippery, man? That doesn't make any sense. You're a bear. Bears exist in snow.
So I know we're doing Christmas percent right now. So you might be inclined to answer this question in a very certain way. But what's your favorite area in this game?
Mad Monster Mansion.
Ah, correct opinion. We love to see it.
Oh,
What's your favorite in Banjo-Tooie?
the one that you transform into a dinosaur.
That's incredibly fair. I actually haven't played much Banjo-Tooie, which is a shame. I hear it's good. Can you confirm this?
It's a little long, because it does still suffer from the collectathon that was Donkey Kong 64, but it's a little less, so do be prepared to, like, spend some time in it, is the one thing that I will say. So...
Well, I'm a collectathon purist, I don't mind.
Well, if you're into collectathons, then it's great, but it is a bit long in the tooth. Also, the final boss fight can be a wee bit annoying. Not as annoying as this one. This final boss is ridiculous. I don't know why they made Gruntilda so annoying in this game, but luckily she's not as annoying.
I've heard many things from countdown YouTubers of 2012. Don't worry.
Alright, I have to go get flying powers back. Also, when it comes to being able to transform in the walrus, the game does expect you to fly over to Mumbo's hut. But we're not going to do that by the time I get that. So here we go, flying back up. Again, killing the snowmen is kind of annoying. And again, you want to be careful when using Kazooie's ability. There we go. Now, I have a question for chat. Please let me know what chat says. I can't see chat, by the way. Do you guys want to see full 100% of this level, or do you guys want me to stop after I get all the notes and all the jiggies? That is the true question of the day. Because there is
there's only one correct answer. You know what to do.
Because there is, in fact, more to this level, and all levels other than notes and jiggies. And you may have just seen a glimpse of it after I killed that last snowman.
Come on, chat. Wouldn't it be fun to save our Jinjo friends?
It's not even super fun. I mean, Jinjos are gonna happen anyway because they give the thingies. They give a jiggy, true. So we're gonna save them. But this is unrelated to jiggies. It's a certain other thing that Banjo can collect.
Oh. Wow, that's a deep cut, actually. Hold on.
And it happens to be over there, by the way, the thing that I would be grabbing. It won't take that much extra time, either, because it involved, like, literally... I've already got half of it spawned. There we go. And after you kill the snowman, it shows up on top. There's a real funny thing I'm about to do, by the way. It's not really that funny. It's just kind of funny, so I'm going to attempt to not die. That's the funny thing. For anyone that was curious. Oh, crap. Okay, I died. That was bad. So now I have to go kill the snowman again if I were to do the thing. So that's an annoying thing. Also, bottles will act like you haven't been here before, which is kind of annoying. It's like, dude, I was just here. Leave me alone.
Alright, we have a definitive answer from chat,
okay,
which I think will solve our issue. 100% is 100%. You can't just say it's half.
Okay. Except for I gotta kill all the snowmen again, just so everyone's aware.
It's okay, they don't mind. We hate snowmen here, right? We're up for the little snowman slaughter?
because one of the snowmen drops the honeycomb piece. The honeycomb piece is the part that I was mentioning. So they drop one honeycomb piece, a mumbo skull, the actual jiggy, which I picked up. So I still have to go to the top of the snowman, by the way, because of the music notes. I was trying to get the music notes after I did the thing, and yeah. So I have to kill all the snowmen again, or at least most of them. And I have to try not to do that. Doing that is bad. If Banjo clashes while doing that, it actually does damage. Hello? Oh, so you have to hit the hats as well. Oh my god, this is not good. Let's just...
Not gonna lie, I was really excited for this to happen.
What, the snowman's, like, murdering me?
The snowman being very annoying, because I finally feel some level of retribution against them.
Okay. So we climb up here. Actually, that's the first time I've done that in like 2 days. Because when I was routing this category, the game refused! Oh, damn it. Refused to let me up for whatever reason. It was like, no, you can't get up there. And it's like, excuse me? Then why is it here if I can't get up there? Okay, and... there we go! Oh, it's not all of them. Good, I only needed to kill that specific one. Let's go. So now we don't have to worry about it. I just need to continue the level. Actually, can I jump to the center of that? Probably, it'll be fine. I'd rather get it now instead of worrying about dying. So yes, there are honeycombs in every level. Most of them have 2. This is one of the ones that have 2. If you collect 6 of them, it increases your maximum health. We don't really want to do that because dying makes things easier for leaving levels in this game. So now we're climbing to the top of the snowman, be it its very long scarf, as I refill my feathers as well as grabbing the notes. Luckily, the last whatchamacallit isn't that hard. It's inside the walrus's lair, so once we transform into the walrus, we'll be able to do the things. There we go. Again, it makes a noise every time you do it. But we are slowly refilling all of our feathers, and then we can do the jump. We do not... Technically, I don't want to be here yet, but it's okay. Whee! Also, Clanker's Cavern is where we get the infinite thing. So that is where the infinite feathers come in. But because we don't go to Clanker's Cavern, we can't use those. So that would be the one ability early game that we don't get. And I actually don't know if infinite feathers kills the snowmen. I've never attempted it. But if it does, oh my god, that would be such a time save, because as you saw how much we were struggling, we wouldn't be struggling, let me tell you that much. So here we are, back on top. I'm not going to bother trying to kill the giant ice cube. I'm just going to grab what I need and then leave. There we go. Also, I kind of wish I knew what the glitch was that they were suffering, or the bug they were suffering when making Donkey Kong 64 that required the expansion pack. Because again, if more RAM was the thing that fixed it, what was the thing that was breaking? Very big question marks.
Didn't have enough RAM to fit all the spaghetti in.
What spaghetti? There's no spaghetti in Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah, all the code.
Oh, all the code. Ah. Yes. Okay, that makes more sense.
They needed a bigger bowl.
Alright, let's go. Don't fall. I mean... Okay, I wasn't expecting it to almost kill me, but you know, it works.
I mean, you did land. We're down on ground floor.
True.
And it was pretty fast.
This is true. And we need 4 more of the jiggy. Oh wow, that was nice. Actually, I'm probably gonna have to kill more snowmen. Actually, but first I want to get the present, which is going to be a little tough. So running. There we go. 3 more. All right, and then I want to hop, and then hop, and now I can make it, provided I don't get hit. I can make it back up the scarf to deliver the presents, because it'll also make Bottles puke up his jiggy. That's why he's on the ground, by the way. He's like, I shouldn't have eaten the green or the thing, and it's like, no, you shouldn't have. Why would you eat a giant puzzle piece, sir?
I mean, it kind of looks delicious.
Also, the thing is made of metal, so
Well,
were you not concerned that you couldn't chew the thing? These are the
could be like
questions
one
we
of
have
those.
to ask.
It could be like one of those, like golden, like chocolate coins. You just didn't take the wrapper off.
I suppose.
For gore.
But also, you would still want to chew those.
Nah, I don't see why you would.
Alright, so now we're taking the sled down. And he pukes it back up, I guess. And we grab it. Also, we need 2 more before we can transform into the walrus. Cuckoo, ka-choo, cuckoo, ka-choo.
Important point from chat. Kazooie also eats them.
Yes, she does.
So is Kazooie the only person with the capability of consuming jiggies?
Maybe she's got some seagull DNA. Because, you know, seagulls can eat anything and be perfectly fine. Also, I love it when you grab the thing in a cutscene, because it saves probably a very, very short amount of time. And now we're off to grab the last Mumbo Skull, of course. Although, how much health do... Oh, right, I healed. I was like, how much health do I have? Can I actually pull this off? Because we're going to go back into the freezing water. Don't you? And I don't have to murder any more snowmen either. Sirs, could you not throw things at my face? Thanks. It'd be most appreciated. Also, 77. And then we grab these 4 to make it 81. And then jump in here. I'm probably going to kick the bucket, as they say, which is fine. Because being at the front of the level isn't so bad. Oh no, I have 0 lives. This is my last life. Otherwise it's game over. What will I ever do? We are doomed, clearly.
First dress.
Go this way, because I can fly. Insert Peter
I'm
Pan song
telling
about
you.
flying.
I'm telling you, these snowmen are menaces.
Yes,
They deserve everything that they got coming to them.
I agree. Alright. Here we go. Also, another Grant Kirkhope fact real quick. He is actually up... Uh-oh. Okay, that was bad. He is actually up for an award this evening at the Game Awards for, sound mixing, because of, the second, the Mario Rabbids game. So that is fun. Alright, we've got that. Next, we're going to fly over to Mumbo and do the things. Also, would you look at that? It's a 1-up.
Oh, wow.
It's almost like I knew it was there.
That's so crazy.
I know, right?
Have you... Wait, I think I'm just getting this in. Have you actually played this game before?
Maybe. Just maybe I
Wow,
have.
that's crazy.
Also, it
That's
was
so
15,
cool.
not 20. Why did I keep thinking it was 20? 20 is Mad Monster Mansion. So I can literally cut time down further by getting 15 instead of 20. Oh, come on. Get up there, Banjo. Don't do... Banjo. Banjo.
Oh, this is the moment.
Come
Oh
on.
no.
Oh, no.
Come on, buddy.
There we go. And then we can run around and grab all these.
It's another day being Banjo.
Yep. So here we go. Transformation complete. Insert magical girl powers here. Also in Banjo-Tooie, there's a second person that can transform you. I believe her name is Wanda. Again, there are certain things in these games that did not age well, especially in Banjo-Tooie. So that is a thing that exists. I'm just grabbing these, because again, we need 1 hundo, because if we're doing 100% of this level, obviously, we've got to do some hundoing. We're doing this race next, because it's going to take me to another Jiggy right after it. Also, there's more notes, like the final 5. Here we go. And
Actually, I wonder, if you're a fighting game person, what's your main game?
my main game,
What's the grind like right now?
what's the grind right now? I haven't played fighting games in so long because I've been
Oh.
speedrunning so much. Because I speedrun, if we include this, 13 or like 12 games.
Ah.
So I'm all over the place. Oh my god.
Yeah, I guess I would do it.
Okay, that's gonna save me time. I didn't realize that I could just pick that up in the middle of the race. And again, during transformations, he doesn't do his dance. So something to note for next time. This quite possibly means I could probably do sub-hour now. Maybe. Also, fun fact, if you get too far ahead of this gentleman, he goes super fast. He becomes Sonic the Hedgehog and becomes the fastest thing alive. He is the fastest thing alive. I think only 2 people in this chat knows what that's from, and that's okay.
Oh, you know I do.
Oh, okay, 3 people then, because the other person I was going to think was Cry.
I'll have you know, I have an unhealthy obsession.
With Sonic Saturday Morning?
A little bit. I grew up on the comics, so that gelled really well.
Ah. And I lost because of the flags. So,
Ultra Instinct Bear.
so, I mean, he was going slow. I just missed the flag. That was the only thing that killed me, because you do have to hit the flags. If you don't hit the flags, you are doomed for all eternity. Also, random Sonic fact, did you know that Sonic CD was originally going to be Sonic 2, and Sonic 2 on the Genesis was never going to be a thing? But then the co-creators got into a fight, as they were one to do, and they split them in 2. So,
It's true!
one of them did Sonic CD, the other one did Sonic 2. Of course, Sonic CD was the introduction of Metal Sonic and Amy. The other one was the introduction to Tails. Of course.
Which inclusion is better, Tails or Metal Sonic?
Metal Sonic.
I don't know if I agree with that.
No contest, Metal Sonic.
I don't know, I'm a big Tails fan. I don't know if I can get along with that. I like Metal Sonic, but...
Also, a extended trailer thing came out for Sonic Prime, which comes out soon. It's
oh, that's exciting.
The meeting between Robo Tails and Sonic.
Oh, hi.
So, yeah. There we go.
Did you get around to playing Frontiers yet?
No, I have not.
Me either.
Because it's like, I don't have a PS5, I do have a Series X, that's actually what we're playing on right now.
Nice.
And the Switch version is apparently terrible.
Nice.
Is what people say, and it's like, do I PC version this? So since we're 100%ing, we're going into the Walrus Cave here right now. Because that is where the last honeycomb piece is. And you cannot get through unless you are a walrus. Cuckoo Pachoo. Also, if people don't get that reference, I'm sorry.
Do you speedrun any Sonic games?
Do I speedrun any Sonic games? No. Do I have plans? Yes, because I want to run Sonic CD and I want to run Sonic Mania.
Yeah, it's the spirit.
Oh wait, I need another one up because we do have to die in Goldie Valley as well. So I'm gonna take this. Dun, 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 dun. So, Goldie Valley, and of course, actually no, we're not even dying here to leave. That's right. Because there's no real way to die as the walrus. Sonic
It's
C.
weird that my first immediate thought was, dang, it's so sad you can't die as a walrus. That sucks.
I don't know. If there's any walrus fans in the chat, I'm sorry. Of course, I believe Metroid Prime has some plans to run Shadow the Hedgehog in Sonic the Hedgehog at some point. Or perhaps maybe even, dare I say, Shadow the Hedgehog?
Oh, I would pay to see that. I would literally pay. $10 on the line. Go for it.
Oh, right, I did miss one in the water. I will go back and get that. So the magic is getting weak. Actually, that one in the water will be perfect to not have as the... I know I missed it, but I have to come back to the level. Remember, I have to leave the level to go get the things to get the last 2 jiggies. More so the last jiggy.
Fire between chat and runner. Absolutely crazy.
There we are. So we have 10, so we have 1 more than what we needed. Because we need the running shoes from the valley. Because we've got to race bottles one more time, but as Kazooie. Why they force us to race twice, I don't know. So now we have what we need, and now we head back downstairs for the things. Oh right, I need to go up the stairs, that's right. Of course, we won't be getting anything out of the ordinary. Unfortunately, I can't fly to bottles right away, because the first flight pad is actually underwater right now. And of course, we don't want to interact with the tree, because we'll get a cutscene where the tree is like, I'm very thirsty, and it's like, I don't care, tree, I am here to do the things. Of course, again, even though I don't want to be healed, I'm going to be healed by bottles, because bottles is just like, you're low on health, let me heal you. So, that's a thing.
So let me get this straight. You don't care about trees. Alright, I'm writing that down. Very unfortunate.
No, I don't care about that tree in specific, or specifically. See, there are
I see. You're engaging in active deforestation. Alright, good to know.
I mean, it's in the middle of an oasis. And also, we have to be mean to a camel in order to help the tree. So it's like...
Okay, you're making a good point.
So it's like animal abuse or deforestation. You know? It's a no-win situation, unfortunately.
Unfortunate.
go. So we're just gonna sit here, relax while the worms eat us.
Consume those legs.
Indeed.
They are gone.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're back.
And then we run away.
On our newly generated legs.
I mean, technically they didn't even eat our legs because we died with them on. So here we go. Running as fast as we can back downstairs because we now have the thing. Wait, did I run 2 down? Oh wait, no, I wanted to run upstairs, not downstairs. I always make that mistake. Also, we now have mummies. You cannot kill mummies unless you are invincible. So that is a deterrent. An unfortunate thing. Back to Freezeezy Peaks with us.
Run, Forrest! Run!
I mean, sure, Forrest was a bear. And a bird. More so the bird. Also, it's unfortunate that you can't return to a level with the with Kazooie being in this mode. There we go. Okay, that was kind of bad, because also I don't need to go back to the beginning of the level, so that's a thing.
The snowmen are back to become menaces. You can only escape them for short periods of time. You will never leave forever.
Yes. So the reason I'm flying right now is specifically to go get that note that I believe Roadkill was like, "You're missing the note!" And it's like, yes. Yes, I am. Of course, I have no HP either, so this might be a wee bit difficult. So I might, also, if that snowman hits me, we're doomed for all eternity. Ah, garbage cans. Okay, that's what I thought would happen. I should have probably healed. Ugh, my apologies. Alright. Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread bear. I was gonna say...
Roadkill would like to once again remind you that you are in fact missing a note. The heads up from chat.
I'm working on it. Oh, and I forgot to do this one too. No, I did that one, so they do respawn. I wasn't sure if they respawn, if the buttons respawn if you leave the level or not. Alright, ow, sirs. Alright, there we go. And hit. Alright, there we go. Nicely
Well, I'll say
done.
it's a pretty good high score for your notes.
Yes. Alright, so he's gonna be like, wanna race? So one thing is you kinda wanna lose at points so that he slows down. So that is what we shall do. Three, two, one, go. Super speed! We've become the Flash. Or Professor Zoom. Or... wait, does Marvel have an equivalent to the Flash?
Or Sonic.
Or Sonic, of course.
Or Metal Sonic. Or there's a lot of picks from the Sonic series, really.
Yes. Luckily, the
Can we get some choice Sonic picks from chat right now?
Also, it should be noted that if Kazooie lands in the water, she loses the shoes, which is no good. Come on, Kazooie, pick it up. Kazooie, pick it up. Yeah, if you take too long, he forfeits. And for some reason that means we lose? When he's the one who's losing? It's very weird. Alright. Yeah, close time, it's fine. And the reason we're doing the race is because we have to go back into the Walrus Cave to get the last Jinjo. We can't get it as the Walrus because the Walrus can't jump that high. which is rather unfortunate. Also, fun fact about the Banjo games. Did you know they were going to do a combination between the two games, but it was a little bit too technical for the N64 to pull it off? Because it would involve ripping out your cartridges with the machine on so that you could do swapping things. And ambitious! A lot of ambitious things were going to be done on the Nintendo 64. Like Zelda.
I forget, did they manage to bring that back with the Xbox port?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought they did.
It is in the Xbox port. Also, we have one. No, we haven't, because I missed the flag again. Because these flags are annoying.
Oh,
we had that
Ultra
one
Instinct Bear strikes again. We got some good picks from chat, though. We got Blaze the Cat, Espio the Chameleon. We love to see these. Very good picks. I'm a big Blaze fan myself, I will admit. I've warmed up a lot to Cream the Rabbit as of late. I'm a big Tails fan. I honestly couldn't tell you why, just think he's neat.
And a certain red and black hedgehog, perhaps, as well. I'm referencing Shadow, you know, Indy's favorite Sonic character.
Yes. Shadow's alright. But I'm sure Metroid Prime's all over it. $10.
Also, fun fact about Dr. Robotnik. I realize this isn't a Sonic game, and we keep bringing up Sonic, and I've lost again. By the way, Chad, I've lost the game. You're all welcome.
Wait, no, you didn't just make me lose the game, did you? I can't believe it.
Yes, I did.
Oh, I regret ever commentating.
Yes.
That was alright, though. I mean, what better time to talk about Sonic than a literal foot race? I mean, if there was going to be any time to talk about it, I guess now would be the time.
Uh-oh. That's another loss, because she can't handle this slope. Curses. I'm having such bad luck.
I've also warmed up to Rouge as of late. I'll be real. I was kind of mad on Rouge, but after, like, actually going through Sonic Adventure 2 again, listening to her theme, I don't know. The vibes kind of hit a little different.
That is fair, I suppose. Yeah, I haven't played Sonic Adventure 2 in a really long time. Fun fact, the Japanese version of Sonic Adventure... Actually, there's two versions of Sonic Adventure 1. One of them is called the International Cut, which is in English, and Sonic Adventure 2 is in English and Japanese for the Japanese version of the Dreamcast. So, that is fun. And it's also way cheaper than its North American... So, I lost the shoe. Oh, wait, I didn't lose the shoes. What? I mean, I lost. Oh. But still, this is being very difficult for me. I'm not... I apologize to everyone that this is being such a pain. This can happen sometimes because hitboxes, things, Try it again.
The state that Kazooie's giving the player on this lives counter right now. It's like, what are you up to right now? What are you doing, Chief?
Okay.
I would expect nothing less of Kazooie, honestly.
Pass me already. Come on, pass me already. There we go. Oh my god. Ah. Complete and utter global, not saturation, more like global failuration right now. Really, Kazooie? Come on! Ugh. Darn it. Okay. He's probably going slow enough where I can catch up and pass, most likely. There we go, finally.
W moment.
Alright.
Ultra Instinct Bear finally goes down.
Yes.
The true final boss of Banjo-Kazooie.
No, the true final boss is still Gruntilda, because Gruntilda... Oh, that Gruntilda fight. Not the best. There we go. And then we have one left. And only one. And of course, he gets very mad and he's like, please take the Jinjo with you. Oh, I'm missing the pink one. Right, the pink one's back at the beginning of the level. Whoops. Completely forgot about the pink one. So we're not quite done yet. There was one time I forgot the blue one. That one is actually in my best time. And then there's this one right here.
Is time coming up?
Yes, the second I grab this Jinjo, time is...
Get hyped for time! Get hyped for time!
Well,
get hyped
actually,
for time!
the second he's done his dance is usually when I end time.
We'll get there!
There we go! Do the flying move. Do the thing. Do the dance after this dance.
Launch.
That is the dance that I'm referring to. That is time. There you go. 100 notes. 10 jiggies. 2 McThingies. Yes. That is the time. Hooray. Yes. Yes. Excellent.
Exhale.
There we go. It is done. We have done the things. Excellent. Yes.
Everything is in order.
I'm just saying excellent repeatedly.
Anyways, now that we are officially allowed to relax, would you like to shout yourself out?
Yes.
Tell the audience what you've been doing?
You can find me on twitch.tv/Abbie's Corner, on Twitter at Abbie_Brander. You can find me on co-host at Abbie's Corner. You can see my Twitch or my speedrun archives at YouTube/Abbie's Corner Archives. And something secretive is coming in the new year. I wonder what it could be. So that is also a thing. Yes. And that is what I have going on. Also, I'm going to be in No Holidays Allowed next week doing Silent Hill block again. Hooray. On the 15th. And then I have my birthday next Sunday. Ha 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 ha. I don't know if that counts as being able to be self-promotive, but my birthday is next week. Ha 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 ha. In 10 days, in fact. Ha 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 ha. Yes. And that's all I have to promote.
Excellent. Excellent. Wonderful stuff. With that, you have been watching Lady Arcaders. We appreciate all of your support. If you want to keep up with the events, you can join our public Discord to get updates on those. Type Discord in chat for a link. Get that exclamation point Discord going if you so wish. And even you could be playing video games right on stream, just like we have been for the past hour and so. And for now, stick around for a little bit, because we are going to go off and raid someone, because we love supporting the community. Specifically, we're going to be going off to raid Caleb C. So, see you there!
Bye-bye.